welcome everybody. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. So, welcome to the first BATCAVE show of 2018. Yay! And actually the first, gosh, when was the last time we did one of these? Like 2013. So I don't think I've done one of these in the duration of my Patreon, which I've been doing for like 4 years now. And I regret that mistake. So who has not been to one of these shows before? Welcome. Yay! So basically these shows are a way for me to externalize my songwriting deadlines in a tangible sort of meat space sort of way. Otherwise, nothing would ever get finished. And so because these shows are going to always have like not necessarily funny things, not necessarily good things, but they will always be new. But so I ask just kind of as a courtesy to not video the show unless you are Nick, and you know, to generally kind of keep what is sung and said in this room kind of in this room. And to that end, take out your smartphone and place it on your left knee. Put your left hand on your smartphone, raise your right hand, and let's follow along with me the oath on the following slide. I swear on my mobile phone that I will be polite. Everybody's trying to enjoy themselves tonight. I will mute my mobile thing. I will not tweet or post. Video is not allowed except for Nick, our host. I won't tell social media about the show today. Twitter is a dumpster and I ought to stay away. Facebook is a prison island no one can escape. But still I won't record the show to hard drive discs or tape. I promise not to interrupt, heckle, or disturb. And know that such behavior will land my ass on the curb. I'll respect this cave of bats, and I will listen well. And I'll be gracious to our hosts, Nicholas and Michelle. These are all the BATCAVE rules, which I now understand. Great job on this oath, myself. Let's give me a hand. Yay! Oh, it's like you guys have done that before. So this song is not strictly brand new, but I've only performed it once. And I've not posted it to the internet because it's a very personal song. But it's about the changing of the seasons and about hope in times of darkness, and it's called The Fall. Before the landscape drains itself of color, before the parks and beaches shut their gates, before the leaves fall off of all the branches, things turn orange in these United States. The sunlight seems to take a leave of absence. The sky of blue and white turns into gray. You spend your evenings in a shroud of darkness. Things turn orange before they wilt away. The cold sets in and then it stays, but it's not forever. You can count the days. The winter's long, but here's the thing. A winter's always followed by a spring. The winds may sweep the leaves onto your doorstep. The pile may be growing every day. Well, take that shit and throw it in your garbage. If it's orange, you'll throw that shit away. You will one day. Things turn orange and then they go away. Alright, so now we come to the most exciting part of the show, the Stat Cave. You may have noticed that everyone has a mysterious card. Please pull out that mysterious card. So this is Plickers, which is, in short, a classroom quizzing system. It's a tool designed for teachers. I was almost a teacher, and then I was told with words by Jonathan Colton that I should be a songwriter, so I decided to do that instead. But I still am fascinated with teaching tools, and all the stuff they can do. The system revolves around optical recognition of these goofy-looking symbols you have on one side of your cards, and recognition from a smartphone camera. Using this as a way to like collect feedback on songs and generally make the show more interactive without having to do like popcorn hands, because even when there's such a power differential as me being on a stage and you being in the audience, one-on-one interaction still freaks me out. And so I'm trying to design a way around it. So if everybody could hold up their card, we will get started with a quick test. Now you will notice on the front of your cards, on the little shape bit, there are letters on the side of each shape. And so whichever answer you want to indicate as your choice, put that letter at the top. Now I will scan. Good, good. Couch taken care of. Row 1, taken care of.
Oh, wow, that is interesting.
Right.
Super cool.
And you can see, Aaron, I can't see you super good.
If you don't
There
see
you
it,
are.
you can click.
And now we can look at your answers. Wow, some of you are racist. I'm sorry, I'm afraid that C was the correct answer. I'm sorry, but points for trying. And we can also use this for surveys. For example, when is your birthday? Spring, summer, fall, or winter? And there's no incorrect answer on this one. I probably don't need to state that, but figure it's worth stating. All right, let's take a look at this one. Hey, a lot of fall babies. High five. And so I will be using these throughout the show to kind of try and anticipate, because a lot of these shows I've gotten some really great sort of feedback on new material, but my brain is made out of like cheesecloth and nothing really sticks. And so I figured I would try and anticipate people's questions. How about this one? Choose your starter Pokemon. All right.
There.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh man, burn, Squirtle. I'm sorry. We will be coming back to that later in the show.
The name makes me.
Some of you may recall, I know 2 of you definitely recall, that I wrote a musical. And I actually did a better job. I wonder who. I actually told the BATCAVE shows more about the musical than I told my Patreon, which is a bad. I should have maybe. But so I've been working on a new thing. And I'm gonna I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this one in the cooker a little longer, because the first musical I booked the venue and went, I guess I have to write the show now. And so I'm gonna write the show first this time and see what happens. But so this is the first song out of it that I have, I would say, this is the closest one to finish anyway. And it's a duet. I'm going to sing both parts. And then we'll come to the part where I would sing both parts, but I haven't written both parts because I don't know the positioning of the song in the story yet. But so, who is not familiar, this maybe should have been a Plicker's question, but who's not familiar with the original musical, the first one that I wrote? Okay, so it's basically, it was, hi, I'm Molly Lewis. Here's a song about Thanksgiving. This one's going to be, hi, I'm Thanksgiving. Let me sing a song about myself. So with that in mind, there's a song from the first one called The Pumpkin Spice Lament, where I sing about how pumpkin spice season is far too short, and alas, woe is me. This is the sequel to that. And it goes like this. Tone it down, pumpkin spice. I wish that you'd come back for me. I should have been precise. You used to be so rare, but now you're everywhere I shop. But now, as far as I can tell, every product with a flavor, every product with a smell, they proudly bear your name. I want our little game to stop. Why must we meet like this? And why can't you take a little time? Seems you're always all around me until one November morning, you up and disappear without a single word of warning. And now you're caught up in between, 'cause I hear you're getting cozier with Halloween. You aren't as advertised, and I can't say that I'm surprised. So imagine the dreamiest hunk that you can imagine. White t-shirt, leather jacket. In my headcanon, it's Oscar Isaac, but he's probably not going to be available for this project. but he opens his mouth and he says this. You know I'm garbage, but you love me, baby. Yes, you do. I'm such tender company. Who warms your fingertips or sweetens up your lips like me? You just can't get your filling of me, baby. No, I know I'm right where you wanna be. So hold me in your hands, let's do our little dance again. 'Cause every year you forget your lesson and ask for me by name. And every year you think that I'll be better, but I'll be just the same. So kick me out and pretend to move on, but girl, you know I'm never really gone. And I can guarantee you'll always wander back to me. Anxiety solo. So at this point, they're the same chords and I want the parts to overlap somehow, but I don't know what shape that's going to take because I don't know who is even the female in this song. I don't really know. Is it Thanksgiving or do I have another character? Or I'm not really sure. And so that part's going to be written when the rest of the story is written, and I don't know when the story is going to be written because I don't know when I want to bring collaborators in. Writing musicals is hard, you guys. That anxiety solo felt good, though. Bust out your plickers. We're going to take a quick survey. Don't put your plickers like too far down, because we're always going to come back to them. Okay. Who's your favorite Beatle?
Can I be a conscientious objector?
Oh, absolutely you can. Yeah, yeah. You can pick your least unfavorite Beatle. That also counts. Oh, Uncle Mac. Man. Oh, I have to disagree. I mean, George is my favorite, but I can't vote because I'm the proctor. Okay. Favorite monkey?
Don't act like this one is harder.
It is, because they're all your favorite. All right, let's see. Oh, excellent. Okay. Oh,
That's respectable, you
I
guys.
forgive this room for not picking George. Okay. Okay, this next one I'm nervous about. I finished this one this afternoon, but I've been sitting on this song idea for like 3 years now because this dude is an American chemist who went by the name of Thomas Midgley Jr. And you can find out more about him on The Memory Palace, episode 77, or I think somewhere in the D series of QI. He was an American chemist. He was celebrated in his lifetime, was awarded 100 patents or more. And the most important things you need to know about him are, I think, 3 things. And I'm trying to get better about not over-explaining songs before I play them. But Thomas Midgley's most notable sort of achievements, as it were he invented leaded gasoline, Freon refrigerants, which exhausted CFCs. We didn't find that out until decades after he was gone. And he also contracted polio late in his life and invented a device to get him out of bed every day. And one morning accidentally strangled himself in it. And it's estimated that he has done more damage to our atmosphere than any other organism that has ever walked the earth. But at the time, all of those things were good ideas. And I feel like you only ever hear the opposite, like, oh, this beautiful genius that we didn't know about until... And he's the opposite of, like, the Van Gogh arc, you know what I mean? And so I've wanted to write a song about him ever since I heard his story. And I'm not sure this is how it's going to... I think I might just scrap this song and turn it into a song about something else and then put these words on a different thing. Because that's how songwriting goes. But, like, this is the first try. And it's called Knock Knock. Okay. We rely on gasolines in our cars and our machines, and commercial airplane travel inches near. But the noise, when it combusts, it erodes the public trust. Mother necessity, she cries a single tear. I am the man who understands the solution in my hands, and the periodic table is my friend. We have that table here to thank for the lead inside your tank and that knocking sound forever at an end. Progress is knock, knock, knocking on the door. 'Cause if science wins the battle, then mankind will win the war. The bounty of nature is our right of birth, and I'll sign my name in ink across the earth. Oh, I scrolled too far. Oh, beans. These devices you were sold to keep your food and family cold, but the refrigerants, they pose a hidden threat. For if these pipes should leak inside, your whole household's up and died. Every woman, man, and child, every pet. But through the table I have found this new carbon freon compound, not combustible nor poison to the lung. Think of the stuff that you can freeze with a hint of CFCs. This heroic compound will not go unsung. Progress is knock, knock, knocking on our door. The Lord gave us all these elements, let's learn what they are for. A simple solution no one thought to try. It will sign my name in ink across the sky. Oh, the awards. Oh, the accolades. Oh, all the progress that one visionary made. It's very safe, so don't believe the press, says my professional and educated guess. And the bleeding hearts will cry about environmental harms and workers going crazy from the fumes. Evolution freed us from the trees, invention from the farms. We're at the cusp of one more intellectual boom. As an adult, I didn't know that I could still get polio, and the odds of that are slender but alack. For the disease quickly erased any use beneath the waist, and the feeling there is never coming back. But how I tired of being helped, so this device I made myself. With these pulleys I can host myself from bed. Until one morning when I find it's not what I had in mind, as the cable wraps itself around my head. Oh lordy, I'm knock, knock, knocking on your door. What a tragic chain of consequence I did not see before. A killer idea, but not quite how I meant. The most tragic thing that I'll ever invent. St. Peter, I'm knock, knock, knocking at the gates. I'm an important man, so let me in. You'd hate to make me wait, but when I am gone, don't think of me and cry, because I'll be a genius long after I die. So, yeah, it is, that's kind of, here's the thing, I have more than one song, this was the first one out of the cooker. I have more than one song about a dude that made an unfortunate discovery at the moment of his death. This is just the first one out of the gate. And that's not even, I have, because the Lincoln song is also a historical man at the moment of his death, so I guess that's just the vibe I'm on right now. There's actually more to this slide that I forgot about. The only source I could find about this dude was written by his grandson. So there's a bit of, like, given that he's the single most poisonous inventor we've ever had, to have a source that is 4 chapters long and is like, he was great, do you know how hard it was before lead gasoline? Was actually kind of nice. It kind of informed, it's sort of informed, like, I worry that Lisa Nowak has heard the Lisa Nowak song and that sort of thing. And so it helps to sort of keep that in perspective, because he could easily be painted as like a monster, but he was just a doofus. So I think I have questions about this one. Okay, this one. I prefer, for songs about non-fictional subjects, to be factually accurate within reason. Because I tell you what, this is something I struggle with, and I should just ask. I'm going to actually keep the answers to myself on these ones, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Agree or disagree? This song needs more explanation at the top.
It's supposed to be something between B and C.
Yeah.
Where's that?
There's the whatever you want, dude.
That was let's say that was the exact right amount.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no right amount on
You
there.
don't have to change it.
The data's not going to reflect that, but I'll remember that was your answer. How about just to cut the mood a little bit, how about this one? There was a railway trolley barreling down the railway tracks towards 5 immobilized people. You were standing some distance off of the train yard next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks and mow down 1 immobilized person. What do? It is do nothing, A, or throw the switch, B. Do we have conscientious objectors who are voting not A or B?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, that's what I thought. Hey!
Oh, 1 person.
You would kill 1 person! Kill 1 person! Dun, 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 dun. The other thing I wanted to point out is that the rhyme scheme of this song looks like a Dalek, and that made me really happy. Anyway. Speaking of Daleks, no. This song is... I've also played it exactly once, because Marion, our friend Marion Call, hosted a show called Space Time, and she wanted new material about space. And so this is a song about every robot that's ever made me cry, like every non-fictional robot. And I truly don't know how to introduce this one either, but it's called Objects of Affection. Okay. Ah, that's fun, okay. People hiding from the sun, dripping ice cream on the ground, for the show has not begun, faces hidden all around. So many years have flown right by, but you all look as good as new. The children turn their gazes high, just like their parents used to do. Still so beautiful and colorful and bright, like every day's your first day. Now every day's your first day on the job. People listen when you sing, and they miss you when they go, and they love you more than you can ever know. Scroll down, raise your panels to the sun, put your sensors to the ground. Your longest journey has begun. Let's have a look around. It seems almost like a dream, 200 million miles away. And back at home it takes a team to tell us what you have to say. Always dutiful, dependable, and right, and each day getting better at your job. Tell our neighbors we say hi, even long after we're dead, and write our names across whatever ground you tread. All the questions we don't know yet, all the things we need to learn, all the places we can't go yet, all the fuel we had to burn, and the love that we put into you as we checked every bolt and screw, knowing that you never could return. Pull our ship out of the bay, but our course was plotted wrong. I know every word you'll say, I can sing it like a song. First you tell us all your name, then you steer us from attack, and every trip plays out the same, and then you bring us safely back, always saying you'll get better over time, but every day's your first day on the job. When you took your final tour, I was sad to see you go, and I loved you more than you can ever know, and I love you more than you can ever know. Still the scanner on, that's awkward. Do I have questions about that one? No, I think we're good. Okay. So this is a series, I think a lot of people, I think more people than will admit, will sing little songs to themselves about like little victories throughout their day. Like found the perfect parking spot at Target, yeah, like that kind of thing. So most of them are really short. So here's one that I bothered to write down and put chords to. I wrote it at my grandma's house. It goes like this. I finished a book. I pretend that I read more than I do, but this time it's true because I finished a book. That's normally how those go. But sometimes there are victories that are so sort of large that just a whole song spills itself out. And so content warning, this one's about Republicans. And I actually played this one for my partner Ben, and I was like, should I record this? And he was like, why don't you wait until the morning? See how it feels. Because this song was inspired by the repeal and replace healthcare vote that failed. And specifically about my friend Joseph's tweet about it. Which says, I'm sorry you're sad that you didn't get to kill and bankrupt us. And just like his dumb, flatulent turtle of a face. Just gobsmacked. And he was like crying, and he was like doing all this stuff. And I was just like, hee ding dong. And here's the other thing I noticed. I dug through Joseph's archive to find this tweet. And the repeal, like the skinny bill, was in July. That was it, guys, 2017 was like, it was like being dragged behind a horse through hot coals. And also the horse was racist. Like, that seems like, it seems like that was last month. Nope, it was July. So anyway, this song is called Repeal and Replace. So your vote failed, Mitch. Take your skinny bill and shove it. That's just politics, bitch. I saw you crying and I loved it. Oh, but for Collins and McCaskill and McCain, he was also there. Seems like you left your umbrella at home because you don't believe in rain. Gee, that's a pain. Did you know how many questions all played out across your face as you stood there on the Senate floor and stared off into space? If you never catch the goose, Mitch, was it ever worth the chase? And now you have to go back empty-handed to your base. And what happens at the midterm if the voters vote replace? And Ben was right, the mood died immediately because we were like, they're going to vote on another thing, oh no. But I'm glad to have shared that. Let's do some more Plickers material. I was worried that it would be like a weird, like kludgy ask, but I'm having fun with it, I hope you are too. Oh, first of all, jokes about the political situation. How do repeal and replace make you feel? Okay. So we got... The couch is locked in, unless you're abstaining.
No, I voted.
Okay, I can't.
Cheese in there.
Without revealing. Ah. Well, thank you for being here. Very offended. I appreciate your open mind. Okay, let's try this. You enter a chamber. About 10 feet to your left is a skeleton. Something is swinging from the ceiling. There are doors to your north and west. What do? Scan. We investigate the skeleton. Okay. Good to know. Okay, the skeleton has a skateboard under one arm and a pair of with hot pink temples. As you investigate further, you notice the other hand is frozen in the hang loose gesture, and it's wearing a Dare shirt. That you can't tell if it's ironic. What do? Your choices are. That is A. That is one cool skeleton. B. Must have died of 90s poisoning. C. Oh my god, I knew him. Or D. No. It'll count whatever your latest vote is. I'm sorry. Okay, so we voted to... Okay, so... Okay. No respect for the dead. Okay, so we go back to our chamber. Investigate the ceiling. Okay. Okay, you investigate the ceiling. Is that a balloon? Okay, you roll balloon check. There's no such thing as a balloon check. Let's just go back to the chamber. Oh, let's see the graph. No, absolutely. Three of you want to ask the skeleton. That's very sweet of you. Okay.
Or snarky.
Let's go back to our chamber. So we're back in this chamber. We can't roll a balloon check, and we can't ask the skeleton because he's dead. But now we're back in this chamber. What do? Got to take one of these doors.
What did we do to the balloon?
We rolled a balloon check, but there's no such thing as a balloon check.
Oh.
There. Robert, you got to vote. Which door do we go through, Robert? Try. Oh, there you go. 17. Okay, what do? We try the door to the north. Okay. Surprise! The whole dungeon arranged a surprise party for you. You didn't tell me it was your birthday. Aww. What do? Have some cake, put on a paper hat, open a present, or hit the dance floor. If anybody knows what a balloon check is, I would like to know for future. We are eating some cake. Good choice. Okay, I think last sort of survey question. Would you be interested in more slideshow projector-based comedy at future shows? I say, as I direct your attention to my projector. Yay. Okay, good. Motion carries. Okay, your final question of the evening. What cover song should I close the show with?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Aaron, I swear to God. Aaron, have you read? Did it read you?
No.
No? There you go. Okay. Brandy, did it not read you?
It's not.
Okay.
And it did like almost all of them perfect until the last two.
It's really not. Sorry. There. Didn't mean to get in your bubble there. Should I ask you? Okay. I should have advanced to the next slide. Why are we still looking at... Oh, no, I'm still looking at Mitch McConnell. You're fine. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. Why
have you tortured yourself?
We came to a tie.
Play both.
Yeah, I suppose I can play both. Yay! Very well, then I will play both. Can I make that browser bar go away? I totally can. There we go. That looks more fresh. Okay. I was fine. I pulled myself together just in time to throw myself away. Once my perfect world was gone, I knew you'd ruined everything in the nicest way. Let me pull the chords up. No. There it is. I found it. You should know how great things were before you. Even so, they're better still today. I can't think of who I was before you ruined everything in the nicest way. Bumps in the road remind us the worst of the best behind us. Only good things will find us, me and you. Days will be clear and sunny. We're gonna need more money. Baby, you know it's funny. All those stories coming true. Despite my better efforts, it's all for you. The worst kind of cliche. I'll be with you till the day you leave. You ruined everything in the nicest way. All right, and last but not least, I have to learn how to... Now, I put Can You Feel the Love Tonight on there as a trick question because it's a sing-along!
Yay!
Okay. I don't know.
It's a treat.
I don't know what the trick would have been. Like, you just would have started singing along and I would have been like, haha, I got you, but that's not really how it works. Anyway. So, that's our pitch. Everybody ready? I can see what's happening. What? And they don't have a clue. They'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. our trios down to 2. Who? The sweet caress of twilight, there's magic in the air, and with all this romantic atmosphere, disasters in the air. And can you feel the love tonight? Okay. I'm actually gonna. Oh, there's more. Google.
Wait.
Why you gotta play me? Oh my god. There we go. Okay. And can you feel the love tonight? As the evening brings the world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things. So many things to tell her, but how to make her see the truth about my past. Impossible to turn away from me. He's holding back, he's hiding, but what I can't decide. Why won't he be the king? I know he is the king I see inside. And can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world for once in perfect harmony with all its living things. And can you feel the love tonight? You even look too far, stealing through the night's uncertainties. Love is where they are. Everyone. And if he falls in love tonight, he can be assumed. His carefree days with us are history. His short, our bound is That's all I got. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to get your cards punched. I'll punch you in my face.